A gun is dangerous, of course, but equally as lethal is greed.
Ooh.
People who make money,
damn,
promising to be there for you, and when you need them the most, they make it hard. Call an insurance helpline and you will see you will get almost anything except help with any level of immediacy. They make it hard. Deal with a parent who is going through problems as they're older and try to work with an insurance company. So yes, I can hold in my hand that it is wrong, and I'm so sorry for this man's family, but there are countless other families across this country who are suffering because of indifference of industries like that.
Damn. That sucks. Hey, greed can be just as lethal, if not more, than a gun. So when it comes to the death of the CEO, Brian, like a lot of people are optimistic about, is having the conversation, which is always the start of something that could be beautiful. Like, you have to have that serious conversation with yourself and then with other people, but let alone other people who may have had opposing opinions about, for this example, healthcare. You know what I'm saying? And in that conversation, if held by individuals who are being honest and not just trying to be opportunists, it should come down to the conclusion of healthcare in America is broken, and it needed to be fixed like decades ago. You know what I'm saying? Not just now, but it should have been done decades ago. But the real conversation, just having a lot of time to think about this, hearing other people, like we're going to hear D.L. Hughley touch on the subject, is capitalism. And I know even Democrat voters and majority of Republican voters love capitalism, and trust me, I know some of the pros of it. But when it comes to situation like this is what you ask for. If you're asking America to be ran like a business, you're going to reap what you sow. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you know anything about a business or being in a manager position, which I have, it's the bottom line that counts. Unfortunately, you can't really cater to people's feelings, or you can't really cater to people's circumstances. You have a goal. And if that goal isn't met, they will replace you with somebody who can accomplish that goal. And when it comes to healthcare, unfortunately, everybody wants capitalism, and everything that is for, they're going to treat your health like it's a business. So I hope in these conversations that people are having, I hope the ones that want America to be ran like a business understands this is part of it. You can't ask for something, but cherry pick only the good parts of it. No, you got to take the entire baby in a dirty ass bathwater. That's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and switch this over and listen to Mr. D.L. Hughley.
Another day in America, another shooting. This time it happened to be Brian Thompson, who was the CEO of United Health. United Health is number 4 on the Forbes list. It is ahead of it, I believe, are Walmart, Apple, and Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I don't need to go to Walmart to live. I don't need to have Apple products to live. I don't need to go to use Amazon to live. But most likely, you're going to need insurance to live.
Yes.
While you're healthy now,
and before he continues, it is sad. Like just listening to that list. You got Amazon, Apple, and Walmart. Those are businesses that you buy products. You know what I'm saying? Like you exchange money for products that you either, need for, like toilet paper or something like that, or just a new iPhone. You don't need an iPhone, but if you want an iPhone, go ahead and shop Apple. But it's weird that 4th on the list is a healthcare provider. Healthcare provider. When, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I'm only 37, so maybe I don't understand life well enough. But when is it okay to treat healthcare like a commodity? Once again, for the people who love capitalism and thinks that's just how the way the world needs to operate, you tell me why healthcare, something that we all need, at some point of our lives, we're going to need healthcare. So you tell me why that's a good business model for people to capitalize and make profits? I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like capitalism, so it's not my job to defend it. You tell me, for those who love capitalism and think that's the only way to go, you explain to me in the comments. And I guarantee you it'll be zero.
Nobody knows when a pre-existing will strike us. You could be healthy, catch a virus, and all of a sudden you have heart problems. There are all too many people who have been slain and stricken with what we call pre-existing conditions now, only here in America, by the way. Everywhere else is called just living and being exposed to life. But you could be exposed to a virus and all of a sudden have respiratory problems, which labels you as someone who's pre-existing conditions. And pre-existing conditions are what they use to deny you coverage. Anybody who's dealing with an insurance company on any level knows a couple of things. The older you get, the more expensive it is. The healthier you are, the least expensive it is, because they're betting. And I know a couple of things. One is that no matter how healthy you are, no matter how wealthy you are, that one day nobody gets out of this life healthy and alive. And insurance companies know it. As a matter of fact, allegedly on the scene, on some of the bullets, they had deny, delay, and defend, which is a standard industry. You do not get to be the CEO of a company, of the largest insurance company, number 4 on the Forbes list, of United Health, if you are spending a lot of money. It is deny, delay, and defend. And while, of course, no one would with death on anybody, it is interesting that an industry seems to be indifferent to it.
Hey, bars. That is bars. And once again, like for the Ben Shapiro's and just the weirdos who, like I said before, are either purposely pretending as if they don't understand it, or for those who really just can't get a grasp of regular life, because 9 times out of 10, those people got money. People are not going to have sympathy for an individual that participated into a system that capitalized off of denying people healthcare. Not denying a new phone, not denying a new car or a loan to, buy a house or something. Healthcare. Health. Care. No one's going to care what happens to you. And that's unfortunate, because I do believe deep down in people, sane people, not the racist and the hateful people, but deep down inside, people 9 times out of 10 are caring people. And normally when they see the death of somebody, especially if they were just gunned down, 9 times out of 10, they're going to feel some sort of sympathy for that individual. But that should just tell you how crooked capitalism has twisted people's minds, twisted people's feelings towards one another, especially those who are at the top. Not regular folks like me and you, those who are at the top and could care less about 99% of us. Unfortunately, when one of them go down, we don't care. You know what I'm saying? So once again, it's not rocket science.
When you deny a claim, when you delay a claim, when you defend a claim, you're hoping that they either go away or perish. Those are the things. There have been movies made about it, from Rainmaker to John Q. You do not become number 4 on Forbes list if you're paying a lot of claims. You do not become the CEO of a company unless you're willing to do the things that company needs to make money. And they make money by taking a lot of money in and not paying it out. How many Americans right now are laying in beds or watching someone they love, man, woman, child, old, black, white, young or old, who are dying and withering away right now, waiting on treatment they know they're entitled to, or waiting on a claim, or being denied, or being delayed, or being defended against? It is.
And and to even add on that, what about the individuals that have some sort of pain or just something going on within them, or some sort of rash or something that they don't want to go get checked because, one, they may not have health care, or they may have like Medicaid to where like it might cover the small thing, but if it's something that is, that needs to be treated, that costs a lot of money, unfortunately, you're going to have to pay something out of pocket. And if you're on Medicaid, that means you really ain't got a lot of money. So it's just like a weird game. Like, you have to like really put your health on the line because you don't have the finances just in case it is something that is costly. Like I tell my kids, hey, don't get sick. Cause damn, hey, daddy ain't got money to for all these prescriptions and things. Like, you have to take care of yourself, especially if you don't have the money to back that up. And unfortunately, that's how a lot of, black folks kind of live their life. Like, hey, unless you ain't bleeding, hey, you better throw some dirt on it. You better walk that off, drink some milk or something. But if we got to go to that hospital, it better be urgent. At least that's how I was raised. So
standard industry practice. Now, while of course we don't know what the cause was, why the gunman would shoot him down, is so commonplace in America, it doesn't necessarily need a reason. But it's not hard not to imagine that someone out there is watching somebody, has watched somebody, or is in the process of going through something with an insurance company. I mean, even claims they know they're supposed to pay. I had a friend of mine who went to go get a colonoscopy, and it was 100% covered, but then they refused to pay, or tried to refuse to pay for anesthesia. They said that wasn't covered. Now, they know that they're eventually going to cover it. And fortunately, he had a wife that stayed on top of them and made it happen. But how many people across this country will lose their life, not because of the violence of a gun, but because of the indifference of a pen, of a bureaucracy? And it is standard practice. So no, you don't wish death on anybody, of course. But this industry trucks in it, or is indifferent to it. A gun is dangerous, of course, but equally as lethal is greed.
Ooh.
People who make money,
promising
to be there for you, and when you need them the most, they make it hard. Call an insurance helpline and you will get almost anything except help with any level of immediacy. They make it hard. Deal with a parent who is going through problems as they're older and try to work with an insurance company. So yes, I can hold in my hand that it is wrong, and I'm so sorry for this man's family, but there are countless other families across this country who are suffering because of indifference of industries like that.
Damn. That sucks. Hey, greed can be just as lethal, if not more, than a gun. Because unfortunately, when you have a gun, you have to, at least at some point, do an action, which is pulling that trigger. And a lot of people can't do that. But if you're sitting in your, penthouse office, with the windows, on both sides of the wall, you're overlooking the city, in your nice, tight, expensive suits, you just ate Kevlar or whatever that is for lunch. And all you got to do is just stroke of a pen, deny. Hey, deny. Hey, we're going to put in this, deny. Hey, we're going to, allow this AI system to screw over 90%, to have a 90% effective rate. You don't have to see nobody. You don't have to look people in the eye to tell them no. That's cold right there. That's greed at its most efficient level right there. But unfortunately, that's what Americans want to run our country. Our government is like a bit. Come on.
So while I can pray and hold in my heart, and say a prayer for a family that is the victim of senseless gun violence, how about a prayer too for the people who every day will become victims of senseless greed? That's a little note from the GED section. Got a jazz report coming up in 15.
Hey, bars. And once again, for those who don't know what capitalism is an economic system where private individuals or businesses own and control the production and distribution of goods and services. That's just a real blanket surface level understanding. Please look it up. It gets a lot deeper and a lot more darker as you go. Trust me, I done read countless of books about capitalism and socialism and how that affects everywhere around the world. And unfortunately, we have to come to an agreement. I don't care where you fall in the political spectrum. I don't care if you're black, white, or anything in between. We cannot continue to let healthcare be a business. Like, let's try to make healthcare a human right. That's simple. And that's in the words of Bernie Sanders. You know what I'm saying? But Once again, if you guys agree or disagree with anything I said in this video, let me know in the comments down below, or hit that Discord link so me and you can have that one-on-one talk. And like always, let's have that conversation.